Hi guys, welcome to our channel again. Today we'll be talking on this fascinator. Here with me I have my already made cap, then the crinoline. I've cut them in bits and I took 12 inches for each one. Then I'll be using my invisible thread and needle. So you don't really need much for this fascinator. All you need is your cap, your crinoline, and your needle and thread, then with some flowers, and you are good to go. So right now I've cut this crinoline and I'll be attaching this crinoline onto the cap. So what you do is make a pleat with this crinoline, then you just secure it to the cap. Basically I'm just securing this to the cap to hold the crinoline while I work with it on the cap. Okay, now that is secured, you can see I'll have to start forming, but I'll have to twist a bit, then start forming a coordinate pleat to this. I don't really know how to explain it, but you may watching it, it's something easy. It's very easy, it's an easy thing to do, but if care is not taken you might not get the placement well, because you have to work your way through on each layer. So you have to take it layer by layer. You can't fold the three at the same time and you get a good job. It's a steady thing you have to go through, and the final result is actually pleasing. Okay, I didn't remember to include a lot of pins. We'll be using a lot of pins for this crinoline or for this fascinator. So for each fold you pin down, and then you also use these pins to work your way through the with the layers, and you have to start from the last, then you work your way up to the first layer. So you can see how I placed mine and it's already looking very neat. Now for the stitch I made earlier on, I'll be loosening it up and be folding it properly now, so the two ends can actually meet and give me a more pronounced curve. So that is what it is here now, and would also be pinning that side down, then later on we'll stitch and it keeps it come out nice. Okay, right now I've already started the stitching, and I'll have to work my way through it and get it all done. My first tip here is that when you're working your way through stitching, while you're stitching layers, always start with the last layer, then it helps you work your way to the top. That's to the first, and after that I'll be removing the pins which have been used to secure the crinoline at first. So now if you can see the inner cap, you can see some white things there. Those are not my stitches, those are the pins, and it's always necessary to use pins so that you can actually get your work neatly done. So after stitching, all we need to do now is to start removing the pins, which you can actually see, and after that we'll have to start embellishing this beautiful fascinator. We are done removing the pins, and then our stitching is complete. And you can see, even without the pin plus our stitches, our crinoline is still sitting properly. So the next is just for us to embellish. You can see I've already attached my feathers, my flowers. But aside from that, I'll still be putting more flowers in order for me to cover some places, especially the openings, and also at this other part I'm showing you right away. So that is just it, and I can see this is just it. I've already attached the feathers, and it's all covering at the strategic places. Now, good thing about this fascinator is that it has two views. I can wear it the two ways, more like put the back to the front and put the front to the back. You can just flex with it and have a good view of the both sides. And that is just the best, that's just the good thing about this particular fascinator. And please, thank you for being with us, even if this is not a very long video. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do, and we'll meet at our next tutorial. Bye.